So we're at the prettiest part of the garden, but also a bit of a building site at the moment. If you look on the trellis, you can see it's absolutely covered in rosebuds. So they're probably going to come out in the next couple of days. Hopefully don't get bashed by the rain. And my helichrysum is looking magnificent all over the garden. These lovely structures, I did take the mickey out of the Strong Silent one when he was making them, because I didn't get it. And they took so long to make. Another train. And yes, I'm getting it now, lovely. Covered in all these climbers that he's planted. And just look at the roses. You wait till you see this. So my Verbascum, last year it got completely trashed by Verbascum caterpillars. But these ones have done quite well because I fed them a weed down the bottom of the garden. But check out these roses. That's a big rambler called Malvern Hills, which is a David Austin one, which will stay out all year this year, so it's beautiful. We've had lots of lovely alliums, as you can see. This one hasn't come out yet, but this is covered in buds. You can see a couple. Look how pretty that is. And it's looking very overgrown here. This big euphorbia's gone a little bit mad, and that's a trend in the garden this year. You wait till you see my artichokes. Beautiful iceberg roses. Yellows, I don't know what they are, I think we inherited those. You can see we've got lots of arches in the garden that I don't know if we built last year or the year before now. Poppies, lovely lupins. Doesn't it look amazing? And look at that beauty. As you can imagine, the smell of the helichrysum in this garden is quite overwhelming. And look at those poppies. You can see, look, pink ones on the top. They'll all come out in the next few days, just to pray that the water's not going to bash them. And this one's not great yet, but it will be, because it's all full of like sunflowers and stuff. And that beautiful salvia, look at that lovely fuchsia that he's planted. Oh, mind the step. So here we go, under the arch. Should be able to see my roses. Absolutely covered in buds, so that's going to be magnificent. Look at these massive monsters. I'll show you those in a minute. Those are artichokes. My red hot pokers, another obelisk. See, they're everywhere. And the herb garden's gone a little bit bonkers this year. I might need to control it a tad, but it's so beautiful. My lovely poppies. And look at Melissa. There is an Angelica at the back. It's not very often you can say the Angelica's hidden. Wormwood, mugwort, sundial, fennel, borage. There's the Verbascum that I've been feeding the caterpillars. As you can see, they got stomach ache, there's so much. The poor old catnip, normally such a thug, is completely overwhelmed. Lots of lovely mints and parsleys. Logs, not very exciting for the fire. It's exciting for my fire, but not much else. Euphorbias. Wait till you see this. Look at my archways, all covered in roses. They're coming out. The grass garden. Look at these monsters. They're so big. That's 2 plants, that is. They're so big that you cannot see the pond and boat behind. So I will take you out that way. Some calendula, some lavender. Oh, the geraniums all look beautiful, look. So these, you can see this one came out today. So they'll be so magnificent. All the way across there. And they're going outside of the fence too. And then see, hidden behind the monsters, there is a pond and another obelisk, which is growing in beautifully. We built that last year. I can't say we. I didn't do a great deal of it. I helped hold the the liner still. That was about it. But we put lilies and things in last week and grasses. And down here is the bog garden that is created for when it overflows. So that could do with a bit of water when the rain comes. Lots of valerian. Here's the daisies. Oh, over there are the daisies coming out. So I'm going to pause you so you don't have to just look at the drive. 1 sec. We've been joined with some very, very loud magpies. Remember this euphorbia? We went through the archway there. This time I'm going to go up the steps, up the rockery. Just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And see that. That's roses and clematis all growing through each other. And if we go, I don't know which side to show you, they're both magnificent. I'll go this side. Lots of salvias and Iridium, Lady's Mantle, Heucheras are all mine. Daryl does not understand Heucheras. I love them. This here, look, this is, I don't know if you remember, there's a video on YouTube about the difference between sage and clary sage, which I said, oh, my bush has gone mad. We took the sage bush out, but there was a little marjoram struggling to survive underneath, and it self-seeded, dropped down and self-seeded in the same way that this Veronica has in the middle of my lavenders. So it's very beautiful, but it's not supposed to be there. There's the lavenders, and then we've got a dead bush at the back that I need to take out. If you watched me go to David Austin Roses last year, you'll know I bought a rose called Dame Judi Dench. There she is. And this one is called the Lady of Shalott. And I'll show you down there. Look, that's the steps we just came up. I'll show you those weird mechanisms at the bottom in a minute. And if you haven't seen them before, here are my mosaics. So this one's got a beautiful big patio rose, all getting ready to come out, a red one. And daisies ready to come out. That Aquilegia doesn't belong there, but it refuses to die. It keeps on coming back every year, so I'm not fighting the fight anymore. I think that's a canna, but I can't remember. Lots of geraniums getting ready to come through, rock roses, and there we go, there's the... And then over here, my eucalyptus has come out in flower, which I'm very pleased about. I've never seen that before. There's the other... See all the wood that's been left about? Yes, nothing to do with me, that's all I'm saying. And the bamboo, and then over here is the remains of some beautiful spring flowers. Look, all these little irises. This is a new bed this year. This was a cold frame till about 6 weeks ago. And then we've gone a little bit mad with dahlias, so all of the sticks are dahlias to go in. These are canucas. More roses. Now, I should step back. Here, can you see the roses along here? They're about to explode, and they've gone all the way through the rose vine, through the grapevine, all the way along the greenhouse, all up through the tree, and then they're all the way along here. There are billions of buds on that, so that's going to be magnificent. This is my latest acquisition, a chimenea to be painted up. I thought I would do it silver to match the obelisks. We can have some fires in the garden, which I'm excited about. Oh, I don't know what just jumped down there. Maybe a little bird, something did. And roses coming out, foxgloves, and the other pond. Can you see my little glass toadstools? They had to move. They've only been shoved in the pond once by the dog so far. And more dahlia beds, and as you can see, my dining table with my lanterns. More dahlia beds, more dahlias, more dahlias. So only one more bit to show you. Okay, so we're going down the steps. These are coming out, these will be covered in yellow flowers soon. And you can see the rose again. This is the rose and the clematis that was all joined together. And then down here is our latest project. Hard to believe that with this you haven't actually seen the rose beds yet, but they're looking a bit feeble because they've all got to be planted in. So we're building these planters. Look, these are my friend Helen's hall tiles that went a bit wrong, so we had those, and 3 planters in all. So it's going to have succulents in the corners and rose bushes in the middle of them. And as you can see, some are very happy to be in the ground here. Others, well, they all need to come out of pots this year. And then finally, my bike that I renovated. It's been stuck in the garden, abandoned, all the time we've been here, so nearly 10 years. So I've Pinterested it, folks. So there we go. Oh, look, that one's come out. This one's called Sister Elizabeth. And it was a present from my sister. That gets absolutely hacked to pieces by caterpillars. So, there you go, people. The garden, looking amazing. I forgot to tell you about one more exciting project, which I have to say, Keglay's working on a lot harder than I am. I've been very slack. But it's going to come together beautifully. Now I've got a bit more bandwidth in my head. He has done these spectacular essential oils cards that are written in Hungarian, and they're lovely. They've got like the different vibrations and personalities of the oil, and there's sort of 2 packs of cards, one with just a picture of the plant, and then the other set tells you about it, its vibration, what chakra it works on, what his personality is. So he's been selling these really well in Hungary, but he's been translating them into English and then asking me to put my voice on them. Now, like I say, he's been working harder than I have. As ever. It's always the way with our partnerships. But yeah, so I'm excited for you to see those when they're done, because A, the artwork on them is stunning. I don't know who's done the artwork actually. Somebody that did them when he did the original cards in Hungarian, but they're absolutely beautiful. And they are usually used in Hungary by kinesiologists who just like to pick out the vibration of the oil, do it completely without understanding what the oils do, and work from there. So that's really fun. And every time I sit down to do it, I think, it takes me ages to sit down and do it, and then when I do, I think, oh, I love doing this. So I'm going to try and make more space, and hopefully as well we'll be able to launch those when we go to Hungary, although that's going to be relying on me getting my finger out and doing it properly. But anyway, so that's me. I don't think I've forgotten to tell you anything else. I'm bound to as soon as I put the phone down, but I hope you've enjoyed our little catch up, and like I say, do drop me a line